Good afternoon, everyone. It's Brenda Quintana here, and this week it's 6 by 6 project week. And 6 by 6 is, by that I mean designer series paper, 6 by 6. Now, a lot of our Stampin' Up! Designer series paper comes in a 6 by 6 format, and some of it comes in a 12 by 12 format. And I love making projects out of our designer series paper. So over the years, I've had lots of beautiful designer series paper, and some of it is, almost all of it is retired now. And so I have made these cute little designer series paper packs with my retired designer series paper, and this is my gift for the month to you if you place a $50 order. And even better yet, for every $50 you purchase, you can get one of these packs, and I'm guaranteeing that there's at least 20 sheets in each pack, and most of the time it's going to be a lot more than that. And I put them in these cute little cello bags, and they will be mailed to you at the end of the month. So what are you going to make with these 6 by 6 designer series paper packs? That's what I'm going to show you this week. The first project I have lined up for you is this very cute Emery Board Wrap, and it is made, believe it or not, with a 6 by 6 piece of paper that is scored and folded, and I'm going to show you how to make that in just a moment. So, and we also have, I just wanted to show you, right here, this is our new medium daisy punch, and it has a matching stamp set, and the stamp set's called Daisy Lane, and it is also available as a bundle. So I'm going to be using that on this project today. What else can I tell you? I'm going to be using the 2018-2020 in color designer series paper pack, and this one is available for purchase right now. So if you do want to get some 6 by 6 paper that has neutral patterns, we have these patterns in every color, like every color group. So we have the subtles, we have the brights. So whatever color group you want, we have these neutral cute little papers in. So this side has a geometric pattern, and the back side has a scripty pattern on it. And I'll just grab my pack. This has the 5 colors that were the 2018-2020 in colors. So that would be Pineapple Punch, Grapefruit Grove, Lovely Lipstick, Call Me Clover, and Blueberry Bushel. And I'll just show you what the other pattern looks like. So the other pattern has, let me turn it into light, this design, a diamond design on one side, and then we've got the gingham design on the opposite side. So these are very useful patterns right here, and I love to use them for my 6 by 6 projects. But there's so much other cool paper out there, and I know you're going to love getting some extra paper in some retired paper packs that I'm going to send you this month. So if you click through to my blog, I'll have a lot more information on there that you can find out about my special offer. The other thing, Stampin' Up! Is doing this for us this month, is that for every $50 you spend, you get a $5 coupon to use in August. So that's another great deal. So for both deals, you just need to spend increments of $50. Okay, I'm going to turn this project over to my other camera so I can show you how to make these. All right, here is my other camera. Let me move some things out of the way so that I have room to show you. So I've got 2 of these right here. I made these earlier today, and I found these Emery boards at CVS, and they came in this cute little packaging. I like how this has like a cellophane wrap on it, so you can give this and feel like it's still kind of sealed and hasn't been used before. And I found them in kind of a green, a pink, and then this orange color. And so that's why I thought the 2018-2020 in colors would work really well with that grouping. There's two ways to put these together. So you can either slide them in like this, so under both of those folds, or you can slide them in between the diagonal folds like that, so you've got a little different of a look. I have my end sticking out, but you can also pull it back and just have it end right here. So whatever you like the look of better, you can either have it sticking out or just ending like that. So let me put this one back in, and I'm going to show you how I made these. Oh, and I also want to give thanks and credit to, let me pop over to my blog. I want to give credit to Kay Meller at Papercraft Skies, because I saw her video on how she made hers, and that's how I learned how to make mine. So I wanted to just give a little shout out to her. And if you want to see her original design, go to my blog and click through on her blog. It will click right through to her blog and you can check it out. All right, I mentioned the Daisy Lane bundle earlier, and here it is. You can buy the stamp set and the punch separately, or you can buy them together as a bundle and save 10%. The other punch that we're going to be using, I need to remember the name of that punch, is the Timeless Label Punch, and that is right here. And we're using that as a label for the front of our project. Okay, so here is my 6x6 piece, and I'm going to use my Simply Scored scoring board. And let me just get that straight here. I'm going to put one of the sides up at the top. It doesn't matter which one, because it's a square, so it's going to be the same on all sides. I kind of want this pattern to be on the outside. So, and I want my, if you can see it right here, I want my words to run horizontal. So if you want your words to run horizontal, just put your words horizontal right into the Simply Scored, and that should work. So we're going to score this 3 times at the 1.5 inch mark, the 3 inch mark, and the 4.5 inch mark. And that's all the scoring you need to do. Then we're going to do some folding on a diagonal. So we're going to take this top right corner and we're going to fold it over to the first score line. So if you have trouble seeing it, you just might need to hold it up to the light. So I'm just folding it like that, and I'm going to smooth it down with my finger. You can also use your bone folder to help smooth down that fold. Now for the second fold, up here we're going to do the top left corner, and I'm going to fold this down, but this time I'm going to fold it over to the second score mark. So it's going to be a bigger corner fold down. So I'm just folding that corner over to the second score line and smooth it down with my finger, and then I'll use my bone folder to further fold it down. Now we've got just one more diagonal fold to do, and that is the bottom left corner. And we're going to do the same as we did at the top corner. We're just going to fold it into the first score line. And then you can use your bone folder to smooth that down. All right, and now we're going to fold this piece inward along the vertical score lines. And I probably should have mentioned that to begin with. When you have this piece, these score lines are all vertical coming down this way, okay? So just the same way as you put it in your scoring tool, that's why you're going to have them vertical. So then you're going to fold into the score line, fold into the second score line, and fold into the first score line. Now we're going to start on the left side, and we're going to fold this piece over and fold along the score line. Then we're going to fold one more time along this middle score line And then we'll fold in on the right hand side like this. All right, and now we're going to bring this all together. We're going to just fold this over and then fold this over. And that is the wrap. Very easy. Now you need to glue this little piece over here on this side because you want it to stay down without opening. So I'll use some Tombow glue for that. I'll put it on those triangles and right here. And then I'm going to just fold this over and then fold this all the way to the back. And then just burnish that with your fingers and hold it down for a bit. I have a little bit of Tombow oozing out right here, so I'm just going to get rid of that with a tissue and then press that down. And that is all there is to the wrap. Now let's do a little bit of decorating on this wrap. So I want to have some cute little words. So I've got a piece of Whisper White right here. And I'm going to use this greeting here from the Daisy Lane bundle. It's "The best moments in my life happen with you." I thought that would be cute. And I've got my Memento black ink pad here. So I'm just going to ink this up. And I'm going to stamp it close to the bottom of this strip. And I'm going to take my punch. What was the name of that punch again? The Timeless Label Punch. Gosh, I cannot remember that name. So I'm just going to punch this. And if you can see right here, I want to get it fairly close to the bottom. And I want it straight. Okay, that looks good. So I'll just punch that. And then I'm going to adhere this to the center of my wrap. So just approximately center. If you're going to do a lot of these and you want to display them, I recommend just matching up your lines so that they all are equal. So they all line up when you have them displayed, because sometimes you have them out on display with more than one, so it makes it look good if you have them all at the same level. But I just kind of, on my other two, well, on my first one, I just kind of eyeballed it to see that this was in the center. All right, then I'm going to take a little bit of this polka dotted tulle. Let me just measure this around here, and I'll just cut off my piece. Move some things out of the way before I stick my fingers in them. Has that ever happened to you? You're stamping away and there's an open ink pad, and then all of a sudden the ink pad is now all over your fingers. So I'll do a little knot here. This ribbon ties super well, so I don't need my little tweezers to hold it down. Okay, so I'm just tying it around the middle, and I just want it to be just a little bit above my greeting. And then I'm going to angle cut along the tulle like that. Now this still looks pretty plain, doesn't it? So let's add the flower. So I've got a piece of the Pineapple Punch cardstock here. I'm going to take my Pineapple Punch ink pad, and I'm going to take my little flower right here. This is the smaller of the two daisies in the stamp set, and I'm just going to ink it up. So I'm using the same color ink as I do the cardstock. Make it easy. You might recognize what I'm doing now from my tutorial last week, where I did a little Hershey's Kiss tent with the daisy. So this is a matching project that you can do. So I'm kind of using the same technique. I stamped them twice, and now I'm just going to make sure it's centered. Punch once. Come over to the other side. Make sure it's centered. Punch again. Those are my two little daisies. I'll take a little bit of Tombow and put it in the center of the daisy. And then I'm just going to bring these two together. Hold on to that for a second. Put my things away. And hello to everyone who's joined me. Thank you for joining me. I am just finishing up creating this Emery Board Wrap. And so I'm getting ready to put this little flower on, and I'm going to use a dimensional. They stick really well, and they're the perfect size for the back of the daisy. So I'll just add that to the front of my project like that. I wonder if I put this one up too high. Yeah, I did. Let me, now it doesn't want to peel off. Come on, you. I didn't press it down too hard. Okay, release, release. I want them to kind of all match up. So I want them to line up. I want them to look nice. If, say you were going to sell these at a craft fair or give these away to your girlfriends, if they come over and you have them in a little basket, I want them to all kind of match up. I'm a little particular about that. So that's why I kind of peeled that off and stuck it down. Dimensionals actually do really hold well. So if I peeled that off another time, I would probably have taken some paper with it. So then I'm going to use some of these clear faceted gems. I'm just going to peel one of these off and stick it right there in the center. And let me bring in, I've got my pink one here. And when I was at the store, I tried to find emery boards that had compatible colors. I didn't find a yellow one, but this green one is so neutral that I thought it would work well for ones that if you didn't have the color with. So doesn't that still look nice? Now you'll notice on this one, I've got it put in to that first fold and not the second fold. So again, you can decide how you want these. Do you want them to sit out like this? Or do you want it to be like this with the first fold? Or do you want it underneath both of those folds? So you have some options in terms of how you want these to look, but I think they look really sweet. And I always like to make my projects in at least 3 different colors, because that way if you're displaying them, they look really nice together. Now, you can use other things for, put other things in here. So like for this one, for instance, if you had some cute pencils, you could also put pencils in here. Now, I think 2 pencils fit nicely in here. Let me see if I have 2. Of course, you would want pencils that haven't been used before, but just for illustration purposes, I want you to see that 2 pencils fit in here nicely. You could also do like a little pen. Now, pens are a little thicker, so you might only want to do 1 in there. So see how nicely that fits in there? So that would be a nice gift as well. Especially with this one, what I would probably choose is some different colored markers. So if you could find, like, for instance, like for this one, if you could find a pink marker so you could see the pink lid stick out, I think that would look really cool. So you could put pencils, a little marker in here. If you find any wrapped candy that's tall and skinny, that would also work. So that's just a couple of ideas for you. And here are mine. I'm going to line them all up how I would do them. I actually like it when they're sticking out a little bit at the bottom. I think it looks kind of cute because you can see the color come through. And I like, for my emery boards, I want them tucked under both like that. So what do you think? Do you like that as a project? And it's cool because you can do this with whatever 6x6 paper you have on hand, Or if you like our neutrals, these patterns, these are available for purchase right now in the Stampin' Up store. And I have a link to that on my blog in the little supply list, so you can pop on over there and check that out. So I will have some other 6x6 projects for you all this week. So I hope you check back and check my blog and check out all of my 6x6 projects. And if you want to order from me, I really appreciate it. And then I will send you some 6x6 paper in the mail for every $50 you order from my store in July 2019. All right, guys, have a great week and stay tuned for some more 6x6 projects later on. Oh, let me pop back over to me. There I am. So yeah, just check out my blog below, and I have links to a lot of things down in the description of my video. So if you have any questions or anything like that, there's my direct contact information, or just post a comment on my video and I will try and get back to you in a timely manner. All right. Have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.